Well, my name is Angela. I'm from Philippines, and I'm a survivor of human trafficking. I came to the United States with a lawful visa and a promise to have a good job. I know you might think that all victims are undocumented, but I'm here. I was here for and with a legal visa. So when I first came here, my trafficker took away my passport, and she told me that for safekeeping. So since that she's Filipino and I'm Filipino, I trusted her, and I don't know anybody here. So kind of like I'm in a foreign land and she's Filipino, so I thought we'll help each other. So when I get here, she told me that I owed her $12,000 for my transportation and visa, and I have to work for her for 10 years. So at the beginning, I was kind of overwhelmed that, I was here and I'm here. All I can see is a building, thinking that I'm going to earn money so that I could send money to my family, especially that my dad was sick. That's why I decided to come here. So I work in a facility in a boarding care for elderly in Long Beach. And at the beginning, she was kind of fine. She was, she treated me okay. But she told me that I'm gonna have 2 days off in a month, and I was thinking, it was fine because I'm just here to work, And she even hugged me and told me that we're gonna help each other. She has two daughters the same age of me, so she told me that you help me and I will help you, and we're gonna be like a family. I said, well, I'm so glad and I'm so happy. I worked for her for 2.5 years, and as time goes by, I could see the way there was two other caregiver that was working with her for 10 years, and the way she treat them is we're not physically abused, but mentally and emotionally. Like she always told me that I cannot go run away because if I go run away, she's gonna call the police and tell the police that we stole something from her and we're gonna be in jail. So you know how if somebody told you you're gonna be in jail, She told sometimes she gave us a day off. So there's a shopping center close to the facility that is a walking distance. So I always go there and just go to the borders and read some books and magazines that just to get the day pass. She allowed me to have a cell phone, a prepaid phone, so that I could connect to my family. And every time I call my mom, she always said that, I could feel that there's something is wrong, something is going on. But I always said, no, I'm okay, I'm fine. And she always said that, you came from me. I know you. And I said, no, I'm good, because I don't want to give her, and I don't want her to think bad about me. And what is she going to do? Nothing. But it gets one day that I get so frustrated and like miserable and so tired. So I cried, and she said that, she feel bad. She said that if we have money, she's gonna pay the money that I owed her so that I can go home. And I told her that, 10 years is okay. I'm here already for 2 years. So, days is fast and, I'm fine. And kind of like feel bad because my sister told me that, she's crying and she keep thinking about me. And I said, so every time I call her, I'm always sure that I make myself like happy. I said, and I told her, she treated me good, she treated me different. And she said, well, I hope she does, because, if something happened to you, I'm gonna regret it that, I let you go. So for 2.5 years, I worked for her. I work 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. I sleep on the floor in the hallways with table scraps. If we get sick, we just have to, put the mask. And she always said that you can't get sick because you have to work. And because she lives next door to the facility, so sometimes in the afternoon, if our resident or patient is taking a nap, we kind of sit down and like sometimes so tired, you're dozing off. So she get mad. We have to clean the carpet or anything that, she said that I spend my money for you guys to come, not to sit, not to sleep. You have to work. So, you know, we just have to do. And even she had a new bathroom that made or renovate, and we even kind of like we're happy that we have our own bathroom with from uh, from our resident. And she saw our stuff and she said that I didn't spend my money for that bathroom for you guys to use it. So I said, okay, so we're not gonna use it. So we use the same bathroom, and every morning I walk my resident to the neighborhood. So we have the next door on the other side that he's not working, so he's just always there, and he always asks us because he has a garden and he has a nice flower. So my resident love flowers, you know, it's pretty. So we just sit there and watch the flowers and butterflies, and he always asks us, you guys have a day off? I always said, yeah, I did yesterday. And he always said, you know, every time I asked you, you always said yesterday. It's just funny that every time I ask you, you're off yesterday, but I saw you yesterday there. You know, I can't say anything because he said, especially he said that you can't trust white people because he said that if white people knows that you're here, because I think my visa was out of the date. So he said that, you know, if you told them about, you know, you guys are undocumented, I'm not gonna say that, you know, I help you. I'm gonna say that, oh, I don't know you guys, so you're gonna be in jail. So things always here, she always told us that. So it makes us scared to talk to anybody until I think our neighbor we're walking and he handshake my hand and he gave me his number. And he said that, you know, I know there's something wrong in there, but I know you're not talking. But if you, in case you need help, you call me anytime, I will help you. And I'm thinking, okay, if he's helping me, it's just a neighbor, you know, next door, and I don't know him. And, you know, we have an access to watch TV, so I can see, you know, some things. I said, okay, so if I'm gonna ask him, and then I don't know him, maybe he might gonna get worse more than, you know, what I'm in. So I just keep his number, and then until one day I got a text message from, she said that her name was Trisha and she's FBI, and she said that I got your number from your neighbor. At the beginning I thought, okay, is this real or it's just my trafficker, you know, maybe she's just testing me or whatever. And then I said, but I'm thinking, you know, I'm in a war situation already. What could, you know, if she killed me, then she killed me. At least it's finished, you know, because I'm so scared that one day I might gonna kill myself, or I might gonna kill one of my residents. So I said, I don't want to go on that time. So I texted the number, and she said that, you know, I didn't really, I'm not expecting that you were gonna reply, but, you know, I'm so happy that you reply. And she said, first thing that she said in the text that, don't worry, you're not gonna be in jail. So I said, whatever. That's what I'm thinking, you know, whatever, I'm gonna be in jail or whatever. So kind of lucky that on the next weekend, I had a weekend off. So she told me that, okay, you can get a day off, but my hour off starts only from 8 o'clock until 5 o'clock. And then till 5, I have to go back and do the medication and finish the rest of it. So I remember walking on the day in Borders. It feels like I'm walking in the tunnel. I can't see anybody. It's just like a dark, and all I can hear was my heartbeat. And I was walking, and, you know, and then I saw then, because they said that, you know, oh, Tisha said that I'm gonna be in a white car, I'm wearing like this, and I'm with a guy like this. So they described, and I saw them, and at first I was so shaking, and I handshake them, and they said that, we're so glad that you came. And I said, well, I'm so glad that you're real. I thought it's not real. So she asked me that, you know, do you have a time to talk? And I said, well, I have a time until 5 o'clock. So, and then she asked me that, you know, are you comfortable talking to me here? Or I said, so it's close to the facility. So I told her that, you know, maybe we could talk in the car, because I'm not comfortable sitting outside with you. They might gonna see me. So we spent the whole day talking to her, and I told her from the beginning and the end, and she said that, I believe you, but if I want to help you, but if you want to go home, I can help you go home. But then she's gonna stay there. We can't do anything because I cannot do any case because we don't have a proof. So she said that think about it. So I'm thinking, okay, if I go home, then how about the other caregiver? And then if I go home, then she's gonna get, she's gonna find another person to replace me. And it kind of like, I'm bad that I'm just gonna save myself, and then I'm gonna let, somebody to feel what I feel. So I said, okay, maybe I could help. And they asked me to wear a wire because they want to hear all the stuff that, she told me. And they asked me if I could ask one of the caregivers to talk to them again, to talk to. So I asked Jason, the other caregiver, and, I told him that if we, we can help each other. But he's so scared, and he said that, I don't speak that much English, so I don't know what's going to happen. So I told him that, don't worry, if you're going to be in jail, I'm going to be in jail too. We're going to do this together. And I said, I trust them, and I think they were going to take care of us. And then they gave me the number from CAST shelter coordinator, and she's Filipina, and, I talked to her, and she said, she told me that, we can help you. Don't worry, you're not going to be in jail. There's nothing going to happen between you guys. You're safe. So we planned that Jason will be like a stage that he ran away because they want to know if he's going to call the police. And so that night, Jason left, and I told her that Jason left, and I'm wearing a wire. And as soon as I told her, she said that we drive around the block because we were looking for Jason. And I remember that I threw up in the car, and she said, oh, no, don't worry, it's not your fault. She didn't know that I was so scared that I'm wearing a wire and I'm talking to her, and, And then the night passed, and the next day, we saw the police. She called the police. And the other caregiver showed me the money, the jewelry, and Jason's passport that she said that Jason stole from her. And so I was texting the FBI that, the police is here. And she said that she told the police that Jason stole something from her. And I have because I took the picture. And then after a week, it was my turn to go. And so I left. And I told her, after I left, I called her and I said that I left the facility. And she said that, oh, why did you leave? I was talking to the lawyer so that you can get your green card. And I told her that, okay, so why am I gonna believe you? The other two was here for 10 years and you didn't help them. What's special about me that you're gonna give me a green card? And she said, no, you come back. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm not coming back. And then after a month, they arrested her, and she was in jail. And that night that I rescued, that's how I met CAST. And I lived in the CAST shelter for 18 months. And CAST helped me to get back on my feet, to just own myself again, and let me believe that there's a hope, and there's some good people out there willing to work and help. So they helped me to be responsible, and I like it that they always tell us that we have a choice and we can say no, because we get used to every time we said yes, and they always say that you can say no. No, if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's so hard to get used to have a choice, but I'm glad that I had one now. And now I'm working as a CNA, and I have overtime and a day off. And I go to school at night, and I'm a part of the CAST Survivor Advisory Caucus and the National Survivor Network. We're a group of survivor learning leadership and advocacy skills to raise awareness and influence policies to help better and protect the survivor of human trafficking. I help, since I was the member of the NSN, I met a lot of survivors that, came with a legal visa through labor contractor. So in past, at the end of the year, the shelter, the advocacy, the policy coordinator always asks us what kind of, law that we want to make it and help so that we could prevent the human trafficking. And I'm so proud of myself that, I suggested about the labor contractor. So we had that Bill 477, SB 477, the foreign labor contractor, that all the foreign labor contractor from other country have to register here in the labor, and all the worker that sign up for them has a contract that it states the kind of job that you're doing, what kind of, how much you get paid, and about the contract for how many years you're going to work, and the liability for the agency and the company. And that was 2014, and last year we did another one, the wage theft. It's about the company that, those companies that always get sued from the employee, and then they change their name, the company, and they get away with it. But then now all the company is tied up with their name. So even though they close their company and they open a new one, they cannot get rid of that liability. They have to pay the employee, and then they can open their new company. Because we meet a lot of survivors, especially from agriculture, that the owner of the land, or they at the time of the harvest, they contract a lot of farmers, and then after the harvest, they change their name and they say they don't have money, so the farmers just work without pay. So now with that law, they cannot get away from it. So now when they asked me about this, and last week I went to Washington. I had a meeting with the OVC, Office for Victim of Crime, and they were talking us about, how could they, what are the steps or stuff that they could do to prevent human trafficking. And I'm so proud that in California we have a lot of law like this poster, because they were saying that, we need a poster. And I said, in LA we're doing the poster, and they didn't even know about it. And so I said, I'm so happy that, in California we're so advanced with our law. I thought since we're doing this, some other state, they're doing that too, but it's not. And I said, I'm so happy that I live in California and to be a part of this. So January is a human trafficking prevention month, and it's so nice and feel good to see everybody here, and there's a lot of people that wants to involve in this issue. We don't want you to be out there rescuing the victim, because it's not safe for you guys and for the victim too, But opening your eyes and just being vigilant with your surroundings. We do their nails. Just when you go to your nails, go with the same people, same person, and talk to them and try to talk to them. And it's hard to talk and get the trust from them, but by saying hi and always smile and keep talking to them, who knows, they might kind of tell you, So I'm so happy that you're here, and I hope that we could do this together so that we could prevent and stop this issue. Thank you.